Hello, pupils. How are you today? Alright, I am fine too. Welcome back to a lesson on social studies. Before we look at a new topic, let's do a recap on our previous week work. The topic was road accidents. We learned about the meaning of road accidents, which is an unfortunate incident that happens on the road when we do not expect it. We've learned about causes of road accidents, which were bad vehicles, bad roads, talking on phone while driving, careless and unsafe driving, overspeeding by the drivers, drinking by the drivers before or while driving, lack of traffic lights. We also learned about how to reduce road accidents. Driving carefully. Proper maintenance of our roads by governments and individuals. Knowing and understanding traffic signs. Not driving under the influence of alcohol. Not overspeeding. Obeying traffic rules and regulations. Alright, it takes us to a new topic, which is giving first aid to road accident victims. Giving first aid to road accident victims. Before we look at the meaning of road accident, let's look at our aim and objectives. At the end of this lesson, the pupils should be able to know the meaning of first aid, list the objects found in the first aid box and state their uses. State how first aid can be applied to road accident victims. What is first aid? First aid is an immediate treatment given to an injured person before taken to the hospital. First aid is an immediate treatment given to an injured person before taken to the hospital. First aid is very important because it goes a long way to save lives. In road accidents, first aid is very necessary. This is because the scene of an accident may be very far from a hospital. Let's look at the chart of an accident victim receiving first aid. First aid is being administered to this young boy who had an accident. What are those things can they give to an accident victim? It takes us to objects found in the first aid box and Uses: 1 is scissors. Scissors is used to cut plaster or bandage. With the help of scissors, it is used to cut plaster or bandage. 2. Bandage. Bandage is used to dress cuts or wounds. Next object found in first aid is lodine. Lodine is a liquid substance in a container. It's used to treat cuts that are not deep. You don't apply lodine on cuts that are deep. 4. Cotton wool. Cotton wool is used to soak blood and cover wounds. Next is razor. Razor is a sharp object which is used for cutting. We have Panadol, paracetamol, aspirin are pain relieving tablets. If a person has a headache after applying first aid to the person, you give him or her a pain relieving tablet. Next object found in first aid box is plaster. Plaster is used to cover wounds or cuts after washing. Next is balm. Methylated spirit. Disinfectants like Izal, Dettol, or TSP is used to wash cuts and wounds. Let's see how simple first aid can be applied to an injured person. The chart on the screen is the first aid box and how it looks like. All the objects we've just mentioned, they are inside the first aid box. First aid box can be seen at anywhere, be in the school, in the church, the hospital, at anywhere, so as to give immediate treatment to someone who is injured. Let's look at simple first aid treatment. How can we apply first aid to an injured person? A person who has sustained injuries in a road accident could be treated in those ways. First thing is for you to clean the wound with methylated spirit. This will help prevent the wounds from being infected. Then apply lodine with cotton wool to the wound. After you've done that, you cover the wound with plaster or bandage. Next, you give pain relief. And once you cover the wounds with plaster or bandage, you administer pain relief according to the recommended dosage. Then, let the person rest for a few minutes before taken to the hospital. It takes us to the chart on the screen. How it shows an ambulance taking an injured person to the hospital. When one's first aid is administered to an injured person, you call the ambulance to take the person to the nearest hospital. Alright, it takes us to a summary. The topic is giving first aid treatment to road accident victims. We learned that first aid is the immediate treatment given to an injured person before taken to the hospital. We have talked about objects found in the first aid box: the scissors, bandage, pain relieving tablets, razor blade, cotton wool, lodine, disinfectants, Plaster, Balm, Methylated spirit. And we've also learned on how first aid can be applied to an injured person by cleaning the wound with antiseptic spirit, then apply lodine with cotton wool to the wound, then cover the wounds with plaster or bandage, then give pain relief tablets. Then let the person rest for a few minutes before taking him or her to hospital. I hope with this you've learned something today on social studies, right? Okay. Our homework is: what is first aid? What is first aid? Write 5 objects found in a first aid box. You get that? Homework number 1 is: what is first aid? 2. Write 5 objects found in a first aid box. Alright, we've come to the end of our lesson on social studies today. Remember to do your homework and send it for me to mark. See you next time. Stay safe and God bless you. Bye-bye.